Alright, now to install Docker on Linux, we can get Docker from the same link. As you can see, Docker for Linux. Now again, for Windows, it is the same, just download, next. It is the same as Mac actually. It is just executable, run it, and it will install everything for you. Now for Linux, it is a different story, somehow, let's say. So here you can install the Docker desktop or the Docker server. Okay, now here from this page, install Docker Engine. Okay, now for the desktop, actually you see that it is for Mac and for Windows. But for Linux, it's a different story because it is a server. But again, for desktop, it comes with servers as well, but it is desktop, which means the graphical user interface, or it is for an interface, okay, or the desktop environment, okay. Now for the server here, you will choose your Linux distribution. So it is CentOS, Debian, Fedora, Raspbian, or Ubuntu. Okay. So in my case, I will choose Ubuntu for now. And from here, you can see that if it is Ubuntu 20, Ubuntu 18, Ubuntu 16, and whatever. Okay. Well, I'm actually having Ubuntu 18, which is the Bionic. Okay. So the first thing you need to make sure you have the old versions uninstalled. Okay, just running this command. Okay, so if I copy and paste this command here, you can see that I can uninstall it from here. Okay, but I wouldn't need to do that actually, because it is a testing server actually. This is a server on the cloud on AWS, and actually this server on the AWS cloud, because it is a very powerful cloud service provider and used a lot in production. Okay, and I am assuming that if you are using Docker on Linux, you will use it on the cloud after all. Maybe on Amazon, maybe on Microsoft, the Azure, or on Google Cloud Platform. Okay, so it depends on you. Now here, the installation, just copy and paste the sudo apt update, then install the required packages like the curl, CS certificate, apt transport, HTTPS, and whatever. Then you need to add the Docker's official GPG key. As you can see, putting this command, this is the official GPG key that used for signing the packages to make sure that the package hasn't been altered and it is secured, as it is coming from the docker.com servers only. Now you need to add fingerprint, put the fingerprint of this server and make sure that no one can do anything with this fingerprint, and it is using the official fingerprint, which is this one, as you can see. Then from here, choose your architecture, and I'm assuming that you are using Ubuntu 18, so it will come with the 8664 AMD 64. Okay, so copy and paste this command. All right, then from here, sudo apt update, sudo apt install docker CE, docker CLI, and docker container. Then after that, just docker -- help, and everything will work fine. Okay, on here, docker -- help like this, but you can see that I didn't install it yet. So let's start installing it. So the first thing, let's make sure I don't have any old versions. Well, I don't think I have any, as you can see. Yeah, nothing at all. Okay. The second thing, I need to update the packages. As you can see, I just copy and paste the command as is. Then I need to install these commands. And you can see that we have this \, as you can see, which means that we have a multi-line. So don't enter. So if you can see apt install /, which means that we still have another line. Don't assume this is the end of it. So we have this and we have another, which means we need to install this, and we have this, and are going, and so on. So install these, then just put the official GPG key. Okay, it is okay, as you can see, and then we will need to put the fingerprint here like this, and yeah, you can see that we have the fingerprint, and as you can see, the CD88, which means that yeah, here and CD88 0EBF 0EBF. Yeah, as you can see, it must give you the same information or the same details like these. Okay, so if it is something else, then the package you are installing is altered, or it is hacked, or it has backdoor or whatever. I don't know actually, but it is not secured 100%. But if by doing that, you make sure that you have the same fingerprint, the same information and everything is working correctly. Now from here you need to check your architecture, and actually if you can do that by using the uname command -a, which means all, and from here you can see all the information you need, and you can see our architecture is x86-64, so which means that we will use this one. Okay, so copy and paste this here as is. Okay, nothing to worry of actually. Then sudo apt update, so we can get the latest packages, and let's copy and paste that. So like this, and yes, you need to install. Yes, let's install it. Okay, so you can see that it will be installed in a few moments. Let's wait until then. Okay, now it has been installed. Now let's check if it is installed correctly or not by using the docker --help command. Yeah, it has been installed. Now docker version, to check the version of docker. And you can see the docker version has been installed correctly. But as you can see, we have the docker client only, but for the server, we don't have the permission for that. So how to check that? By doing the sudo docker version. As you can see, we lack the permission to connect to the daemon, to the docker daemon. As you can see, it is a system level, so we need to put the root, which is the sudo, like this. And you can see that, yeah, the server is running and it is the community version. And as you can see, 19.03.13. Okay, now the version may be different with you by the time, because they updated every specific time actually. All right, but anyway, you got the whole idea how to install Docker on Linux. You see that it is very simple, no big deal, just copy and paste. But you need to understand what you are copying and pasting, not just copy and paste without knowing anything, right? All right, I will see you in the next lecture.